And we welcome you into the Moore Fitness Center for what should be an exciting AAC men's basketball regular season finale. Truett McConnell taking on Columbia International here tonight in Columbia. Cade Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain, Kendall Smith, your trio on the broadcast team on this Wednesday evening, folks. The last time these two squads met, it was a double overtime thriller where Truett McConnell came away with the win. To start things off, let's go down to the sidelines for our Kendall Smith to check in on some pregame festivities. Kendall?
Yeah, Kate, I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Tony Stockman before the game started. I said, Coach, are you ready for your last regular season game of the season? He looked at me completely business and he said, I'm ready to go. That seems to be the mentality down here on everyone for the CIU men's basketball team. They seem to be strictly business, ready to finish up this regular season in 2021. Cade?
Thank you, Kendall. 20-minute halves here tonight in NAIA basketball action. Jeff, the last time these two squads met, a double overtime thriller where the Rams were on the losing side of things. What do they have to do tonight to propel themselves to close out the regular season on a high note?
Well, it's pretty simple. All they have to do is get stops. Last time, I believe they gave over 100 points to the Truett McConnell team in a double OT. Cory Benton had 48 points in that game, a magnificent showing, but it just wasn't enough. Hopefully tonight they can get more stops on defensive end and make their lives a little bit easier.
Heading down to center court here, set to tip off for Columbia International, Elijah Spalding. Standing across from him, Enoka Frankley for Truett McConnell. And the Rams will bring down the tip-off to get this one started. Wrapping up the regular season here tonight before the Rams head up to Kingsport, Tennessee for the AAC tournament. Quick inside pass to Elijah Spalding off the glass and in. And the Rams strike first here early. Working his way up the floor now, Brent Kelly working on Doss. He's going to drive left hand, keep it himself. Switch it with the right hand on the reversal, off the mark, brought down by Spalding, and Doss is headed the other way. Doss to Skylar McKinney now, drives right hand, left it short. Frankie's there to corral it. Xavier Latore now in the left corner. He kicks it to the post. That's Marlon Allen. Back to the left corner. Kelly now. Dish off top of the key. Ty Briscoe, the freshman, can't connect from the elbow. McKinney there to bring it down. A minute gone by, 2-0 our score. Columbia International leading. Quick screen there. Benton with a jumper. Left it short. As Brent Kelly will bring it down. Kelly working on Doss here. Works his way right to left. This is off to Latore. You can tell the intensity is high from the very jump in this one. Allen, top of the key, drives, right hand, lays one up in the post, rolls off the back rim. Cory Benton there for the rebound. Benton will bring it up himself now. Be stopped in the post. Can't connect, gives it back outside. McKinney from three. Skylar got it. And that is not a player you want to leave open from three-point range. A 44% shooter on the season from outside. That is second best in the conference. And the Columbia International bench has come alive here, leading by 5. 2 minutes gone by, 5-0 our score. Kelly holds on the right wing, gives way to Briscoe. Now Frankie inside in the paint. Turnaround skyhook, no good. Latore's there for the offensive board and putback. And Truett McConnell finds the board for the first time today. 5-2 our score. Doss, Oates, Spalding, McKinney, Benton, your 5 Rams on the floor. Oates, pick and roll to Spalding. He can't connect on the shot, but will draw contact. As Brent Kelly whistled for his first personal foul here early on. That's going to be Truett McConnell's first team foul as well. And that'll send Spalding to the free throw line, shooting 57% on the season. Jeff, what do you see here early on from the CIU offense?
I see the Rams engaged and locked in, getting everybody touches, everybody involved. Going the big Elijah Spalding early, getting him going. That's been a big key for the Rams to their success so far. Just getting everybody involved and just playing team ball. They're doing a great job of that so far.
Spalding, second free throw off the front rim, 1 of 2 on that trip to the charity stripe. 17 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. Top of the key is Marlon Allen. He now works left side, trying to find Kelly. Oates nearly poked it away. Drew McConnell's able to recover now as Latore drives in the paint, stripped away by Cory Benton, and the Rams are headed the other way. Forward pass in transition to Oates. Keeps it himself. Up and one! Darien Oates with a three-point play opportunity. She'll head to the free throw line after connecting and drawing contact. 8-2 our score. With a free throw opportunity here, the Columbia International bench is alive. Brandon Doss, the point guard for the Rams, calling for a little bit more energy. Oates, 100% from the charity stripe this season, and you can keep it that way. 20 for 20 on the season for the sophomore from Goldsboro, North Carolina, from the charity stripe. An incredible year he's had from the foul line. Ty Briscoe now working his way up now the left far side of the floor, defended by Doss. Gives way to Allen. He's going to be defended by McKinney now right side as Benton guards Latore. Latore now works his way back left, trying to find an open teammate. 10 on the shot clock now. Gives way to Briscoe, just about 2 feet out from the left elbow. Defended by Doss. Stripped away, stolen by Doss. Great defensive effort there by Brandon Doss, and the Rams are headed the other way, cross court to Darien Oates. He backs his way out into the left corner. Benton was driving in the lane, nearly had it stolen away, and he thought Spalding was on the opposite post from him, on the opposite block. Instead, Spalding was in the back corner, so the pass will sail out of bounds. 9-2 our score, with just over 16 and a half minutes left to play here in the first half. Brinson, as well as DeAnthony Heathcock, checking in for this one, in for Doss and Elijah Spalding.
And Cade, as you see here early on, the Rams are locked in and engaged on the defensive end, making Truett McConnell work for everything, delaying them getting into their sets, and that's really throwing off their time. And you can tell that they're flustered so far. If CIU could continue to stay into them and make them work hard on the catches and on their jumpers, should be an easy win for CIU tonight.
Brent Kelly fouled in the lane. He made the shot but won't get the continuation as Jalen Brinson picks up his first personal foul and Columbia International's first team foul. Inbounds. Bounces off the foot of Frankie. And it'll be Rams basketball here, leading by 7. With 16:21 left to play. Timeout taken by head coach John Ye of the Truett McConnell Bears. We'll take it with them. 16 minutes, 21 seconds left here in the first half in the regular season finale. 9-2 our score.
And we will actually stay here during this timeout break. It seems like the coach for Truett McConnell is not happy with what he is seeing so far as he subs in a brand new 5. So let's see how they come in and play. See if they can bring a different energy, maybe match CIU's energy here. Because if this continues, Cade, I can't see it being much of a game.
One of the biggest difference makers, I think, here early on, Jeff, has been the defensive play of the 9th-ranked Rams. We've seen multiple steals, guys trying to get in transition and just simply poking away the ball.
Yeah, 100%, and as you can tell, the guys are all locked in and just dialed in on a defensive end. And when a team comes to play, they have a lot of emotion riding on this game because it is senior night, so you know they're going to play their absolute best and absolute hardest at that.
Speaking of new faces and new places, as Jeff mentioned, we have 5 new Bears on the floor. We'll see if we can bring them all to you. E.J. Smith as well as Jared Bomer. Let's go to the far side. That's Bosco Norman, Agni Baji, as well as Spencer Smith, the 5 new Bears on the floor. Benton pulls up from the left corner off the mark. Oates is there for the putback, but leaves it short. Darien Oates, a missed opportunity there, and the Bears are headed the other way. We'll see Thomas Woods stepping on here in moments. Brinson with the steal and quickly whistled for the travel. Wood steps on here for Skylar McKinney.
Tough break there for the Rams, and once again, just great active hands by Jalen Brinson and all of the Rams really defensively. Just flustering the opposition tonight, making sure you're getting into their dribbling lanes and just frustrating them.
McKinney will check out here with 3 points at the 15:46 mark of the first half. Working his way up the floor now is Bosco Norman. Kicks it left side. Agni Baji, the senior from Senegal, whistled for a travel in the paint. And it'll be CIU basketball here with just over 15 and a half left to play in the first half. 9-2 our score as Brinson will work his way up the far right side for the Rams. Gives way to Thomas Woods. He stands near the center court logo, kicks it left side to Benton. Now swings it back right into the hands of Darien Oates, far right corner, top of the key, left side. Benton trying to find their way inside. Now goes to Brinson on the far right. Oates stands on the right wing, looked at the three-point shot. Instead, He'll dish off to Benton, who was standing 4 feet away from the basket inside the paint, and he connects to put the Rams up by 9. Once again, defensive pressure disrupting the Bears offense here. Right side stands E.J. Smith, defended by Oates. They kick it right corner to Agnew, defended by Woods. Agnew's going to step out of bounds on the sideline. He thought he might have drawn a push there. Instead, it's going to be Rams basketball. Darien Oates steps aside here, the talented freshman Bryce Causey, High Point, North Carolina, checking into this one. The last time we were here inside the Moore Fitness Center, he set a career high for a 15-point game this past Saturday in the win over Milligan. Brinson to Woods, now kick it left side. Cory Benton backed his way out of the left corner. They now swing it back right. Brinson trying to find an open teammate. Woods pulls up from deep range from downtown. Off the back iron, Heathcock can't corral it. And Drew McConnell now working themselves way up the right side. Going coast to coast off of the rebound is Bosco Norman. And he's going to be fouled there in transition to head of the line, shoot 2. 14:22 left here in the first quarter, or first half rather, excuse me. Thomas Woods whistled for his first personal foul, the second team foul for Columbia International here, just under 15 minutes to play before halftime. Elijah Spalding, Brandon Doss, 2 starters back onto the floor for Columbia International as Heathcock and Brinson will step aside. Bosco Norman, after seeking the first free throw, steps back to the line, shooting 77% on the season. He makes it 100% on that lone trip, going 2 for 2. 11-4 our score. Jared Bomer checks out of this one for Truett McConnell as we see Corey Seitz step onto the floor. 9 points separate these two squads in favor of Columbia International. Causey stands on the right side, now works his way back left. Far right pass to Cory Benton from the right wing from 3. Too strong off the back iron. Woods is there to poke it out. Doss now from 3 on the left side. He got it. Brendan Doss, a 65% shooter from outside, connects.
And he has been huge for the Rams all season long, as you said, shooting 65% from deep. That is an amazing statistical feat right there.
Defensive pressure picking up here. Left corner 3 from Norman. He got it, and Bosco Norman and the Bears respond on the other end to cut the lead to 7. 14-7 is our score. Columbia International working their way up the floor now. Causey in the right corner works his way back outside. He goes to the center court logo in Doss to reset this offense. Doss tried throwing a quick pass over to Causey on the right side. It's going to be poked out by Norman. .13 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first half. Causey now from the elbow. Shot up, no good with the right hand. Brought down by Spencer Smith, the senior from Cumming, Georgia. Now headed the other way is Norman. Pulls up from the right wing. Can he go back to back? No, he can't, off the mark. Smith there for the defensive rebound now. As he tried driving to the basket. He's going to be poked out of bounds by Causey. It'll stay Truett McConnell basketball here with just over 13 minutes left to play in the first half. 14-7 our score. Inbounds goes to Baji. The Senegal native drives in with the left hand. He's going to draw the foul before he can put up a shot. And Thomas Woods picks up a quick second foul here with just under 13 minutes left to play in the first half. Quick foul trouble there for Thomas Woods, a big-time key player here for the Rams coming off the bench. Smith takes the inbounds in the left corner. Dribbles out right hand. Might have gotten away with a carry. Turnaround Jay. Good from the elbow for Spencer Smith. 44% shooter on the season. Connects for his first bucket in this one. And Truett McConnell cuts the lead to 5 for CIU. See if the Rams can respond here. Doss. Lazy pass back to the center court. Stolen away by E.J. Smith. He's going to go coast to coast, lay it up and in. The lead is down to 3 here with just over 12 minutes to play in the first half. 14-11 our score. Truett McConnell battling their way back in this one. Spalding back up top. Benton from deep 3. Left that one short. Norman with the rebound. Bosco now headed up the floor. Nearly lost his handle on it, and he will. Stolen away by Thomas Woods. To Benton, it's 3-on-2. Doss from 3 on the right side, off the mark. Loose rebound, saved by Causey, but into the wrong hands. Now Truett McConnell's headed the other way on the offensive drive. Smith to Smith. Spencer Smith's three-point shot, too strong off the back iron, and Woods will corral it. Leading by 3. The Rams go to Calls down the left corner. Can he do it? Off the mark. Spalding on the putback. Too strong off the glass. Bosco Norman now headed the other way. It's 2-on-2. E.J. Smith now standing on the right corner. He'll send it back out to Norman, the top of the key, to reset the offense. Norman driving inside. Step back jumper. Looked at it. Instead will dish off on a cutting Corey Seitz. And Seitz is able to connect with the right hand off the glass. 14-13 our score. A 1-point lead in this one for Columbia International. 11 minutes left to play here in the first half. Causey to Doss, he'll dish it right back. Causey now dribbles right hand to the left side. Goes inside to Spalding. Left it short on the dunk attempt, but he will draw contact and head to the line to shoot 2. Spalding, a 57% shooter on the season, this season from the charity stripe. Jeff, what are you seeing here from the CIU offense? Started red hot, but have fallen cold here of late.
Well, what we're seeing is that Truett McConnell, they switched up to a zone. They clearly couldn't match up with them in a man, so they had to go zone. And that zone is giving CIU fits. You know, they're clogging up the driving lanes and really getting on shooters. I feel like if CIU can continue to penetrate and kick and keep swinging the ball, keep moving the zone, get bodies moving on that defense, you'll get wide open shots and even more wide open layups at the basket.
Spalding connects on the first free throw. Second attempt now out of his hands, off the front rim and in. New faces in new places here. Jalen Brinson, Skylar McKinney checking back in here for the Rams, as Woods and Benton will step aside. Timeout taken by Truett McConnell. Bringing it up the floor soon after R.J. Bryant, the freshman from Jacksonville, Florida, just checked into the game. 10:44 left to play here in the first half. Our score, Columbia International 16, Truett McConnell 13. We'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, coming out of the timeout, Columbia International leading Truett McConnell, but in a close one. 16-13 our score. Kate Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain here with you in the booth. Kendall Smith down on the sidelines for us today. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Truett McConnell basketball here on the near sideline. Inbounds pass tipped away and saved by Bryce Causey, but it goes into the wrong hands. It'll stay Truett McConnell basketball. Spinning his way into the lane, up and in is Christian Holland. Basket will be waved off, though, whistled for the travel. Solid crowd we have here on this chilly Wednesday evening in Columbia to wrap up the regular season. We're in the Moore Fitness Center. Brinson to Doss now, back to Brinson, wide open, top of the key, 3, he got it. Jalen Brinson connects from the straightaway for his first points here today. He'll extend the Rams' lead by 6. 19-13 our score. Kelly working on Doss now, dribbling with the left hand in the lane. Dishes off to Jared Bomber. Can't hold on to it. Bounce out of bounds and be Rams basketball. Brinson working his way up the floor now. Will give to Doss left side. They go now left corner to Causey. Brings it back out up top to Brinson. Dishes it right back. Causey from the left wing. Can he get it? No, left it short. Rebound by Bomber. Kelly now up the floor to Holland. Drives in with the left hand. Off the glass, too strong. Rebound by Skylar McKinney. Brinson now on the left side. Dishes it to Doss. Looked at the right side three. McKinney will take it from the straightaway, though. He buried it. Skylar McKinney with another three-pointer in this one. He's got 6. And the Rams are pushing back ahead in this lead, 22-13.
And Kate, the Rams are revamping their defensive pressure, getting back to kind of what gave them the massive lead, as Spalding is there for 2 huge blocks in a row. I don't know if that's quite a foul, but the referee saw different on the baseline.
Corey Seitz went in for the bucket off the glass. Spalding had the initial block, but then on the recovery whistled for the foul. That's going to be Elijah Spalding's first personal in this one. And Corey Seitz will step to the free throw line, shooting 47% on the season. String music on that one. So we'll see new faces in new places here as Bomber and Holland will step aside in for Briscoe and Marlon Allen. 22-14, our score. Corey Seitz stepping back in here, trying to make it 2 for 2 on this trip to the charity stripe. He won't do it. It's off the front iron, rebounded by Brinson. 9 minutes to play in the first half. Rams leading by 8. Brinson crosses over, dishes off to Heathcock, stolen away by Bryant, and he's headed the other way with the Bears. R.J. Bryant now standing right side, kicks it back up top to Marlon Allen. He's going to drive inside on Heathcock, lays it up and in with the left hand. Doss, McKinney, Heathcock, Oates, and Brinson, your 5 Rams on the floor. McKinney gives way to Oates. They're going to cross over now, swing it left side. Now Doss moving back right. Doss tried finding Oates in the left corner. Pass is going to be poked out of bounds. It'll stay Rams basketball here as Doss will step aside. And Cory Benton will step back in here on senior night. Benton, the all-time leading scorer in CIU program history, along with a long list of accolades that we will bring up throughout the night to recognize him here as he wraps up his final home game in the blue and gold. Benton drives in right hand, in the lane, up and in, good, count it, and 1. Cory Benton will head to the line now, add to that all-time leading scorer total. He'll step the line out with an opportunity for a 3-point play.
And mind you, Kate, it's also a COVID year. So if Cory Benton wanted to, he could definitely come back for another year.
You're absolutely correct there, Jeff. Benton will connect on the free throw. Briscoe crosses midcourt here, defended by Oates. Drives in the lane. The Speedster lays it up, leaves it short. Not happy with where he left it, but he'll get an opportunity to redeem himself at the free throw line with 2 shots. Darien Oates whistled for his first personal in this one. Ty Briscoe, the freshman from Augusta, Georgia, shooting 80% on the season, steps into that one. First free throw is up and good for the freshman. You know, Jeff, every time I see a player from Augusta, Georgia, I can only think of Augusta National and the Masters Tournament. And lucky for us, you know, we do have it kind of close to each other this year because of COVID. They played it back in the fall, and it'll be coming up here in the next couple of weeks down at Augusta National. Do you have a pick early on for the Masters?
I do not, but I always love the Masters because it typically takes place around my birthday, which is April 8th.
Well, there you go.
So the folks at home, keep that in mind. Get me a good gift.
Oates connects from 3-point range. If you have really good friends, Jeff, they might get you Masters tickets, although those are pretty hard to come by, especially in 2021. Briscoe.
Very true. But I think I'll take the cash instead.
Fair enough. Shot off the mark there from the left corner, and Bryant, and Oates comes away with it. He's held the floor to a wide open D'Anthony Heathcock. Slams it home for the rim rocker with a freshman, but Heathcock is hurt coming off of that one. After the slam dunk, Heathcock is going to be hurt here with 7:19 left to play. We'll get trainers onto the floor to check him out, and we'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, 7:19 left to play here in the first half. 30-18 our score. Columbia International leading Truett McConnell. We went into the break there as the freshman DeAnthony Hancock injured what appeared to be his left knee following a slam dunk. He was helped off of the floor. He's getting checked out by the trainers now. We wish him nothing but the best and Godspeed. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left to play here in the first half. Standing on the right side, just outside of the right wing, is Ty Briscoe. Swings it left side, Allen. Now back to Kelly, standing at the top of the key. Left side, R.J. Bryant from three. Left that one short, rebounded by Darien Oates. And they're headed the other way, and here come the Rams. Benton tripped up on the right side. They're going to swing it left instead to Brinson. Benton now back up on his feet, stands at the right wing. Cory kicks it to Skylar McKinney, drives into a wide open lane, goes to Spalding underneath the basket, who is driving baseline. And Elijah Spalding lays it up and in with the right hand.
Beautiful touch and finish here by Spalding. McKinney probably had the short jumper, but chose to pass it up to an open teammate and got himself the assist on that one. Spalding
is nearly automatic from the inside, shooting 67% this year from the field. That is first in the AAC by nearly 8%. A big-time margin there for the big man in the middle. As Briscoe's there to connect and cut the lead down to 12 for the Rams here with just over 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Benton in the right corner, kicks it back outside. Spalding looked at the three, goes inside to Brinson, who's going to bring it back out. Elijah Spalding standing on the left wing will go to Oates. There's 9 seconds on the shot clock. Oates looked at the left corner three, kicks it back outside at the top of the key. Skylar McKinney from three with 3 on the shot clock. He got it. Skylar McKinney puts the Rams up by 15 with a huge three-pointer here with 5.5 minutes left before halftime. The energy has come back into this one. Cory Benton whistled for the transition foul there on Briscoe. That's going to be Cory's first personal. Brinson stepping aside here for Doss, as Thomas Woods will also check into the game for Skylar McKinney on behalf of CIU. On the flip side of things, R.J. Bryant stepping off the floor here for Truett McConnell. We're going to see Enoka Frankie, a guy who's trying to get some rhythm going here. Recently he was named the AAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week this past week. The first time this season for him with that honor. Over 3 games last week, averaging 19 points and 13 rebounds. Tonight, he is scoreless with just 2 boards. Foul on the other end there is Thomas Woods is going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. That is important to note. Woods, an important key player coming off the bench for CIU, and that's going to send Briscoe to the line shooting 2. He's 2 for 2 today. Lays the first up and in as that's the 7th team foul, so it's a 1-and-1 shooting opportunity. So Woods will step aside here with 3 fouls at the 5:22 mark of the first half. Bryce Causey, the freshman, checks into the game. Briscoe makes it 4 for 4 today from the free throw line and cuts CIU's lead to 13 here with just over 5 minutes to play. Doss works his way up the floor, guarded by Briscoe. Kicks it outside to Benton. He's going to be defended by Kelly. Benton spins in the lane. Cory kicks it left side. Brendan Doss wide open left wing 3. Too strong off the back iron. Cory Benton's there for the offensive rebound. Benton lost a dribble on it on the spin. And it's going to be stolen away there by E.J. Smith. Frankie now on the elbow. Kicks it out left side. Brent Kelly from 3. Off the back iron. Brought down by Cory Benton. 4:44 left to play in the first half. Rams leading 35-22. Benton kicks it out to Doss, to Spalding on the left block. But Spalding is whistled for the travel as he went in for the outlet pass. Turnover there by the Rams, leading by 13. 4:35 on our game clock here in the first half. We will hear from head coach Tony Stockman of the Rams coming up at halftime. Kendall Smith will check in with him coming up in just a few minutes. Kelly goes inside to Frankie, still trying to find his first point of the day, guarded by Spalding. Lays it up and in, and Enoka Frankie, the Cameroon native, the 6'7 junior, finds his way onto the scoreboard for the first time today, averaging 17 points, coming into this contest. Oates stands in the right corner. Rainbow pass over the top to Benton. Now they go left side to Causey. Gets a screen from Spalding. Elijah Spalding from three, straight away, rattled out. Luck's not on his side on that shot. Marlon Allen work his way up the floor for the Bears. Defended by Causey. Allen, coast to coast with the left hand. Lays it up and in. The lead is down to 9.
And if you're the Rams, that's way too easy. You got to make the big fella work. Can't give him a direct straight line to the hoop.
Foul on the play there. We'll see if it was an offensive illegal screen, and indeed it is. 3:25 left to play here in the first half. Elijah Spalding whistled for the offensive foul there. That's going to be his second personal. 35-26 our score. Kay Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain, and Kendall Smith here with you today. Let's go down the sidelines and check in with our Kendall Smith. Kendall?
Yeah, Kate, you saw Anthony Heathcock. He actually came down on that monster dunk just a few minutes in the game. I can't confirm that he just headed to the locker room to see around what he was doing. This is when he was. Get that out of that which is a return to the game for him, Cade, but we'll see how things go. Back to you.
Thank you, Kendall. 2:50 left here in the first half. Having a little audio trouble there with Kendall. We'll check back in with her at halftime, make sure that's squared away for you here on the broadcast. 35-28 our score. Rams leading by 7. Allen drives up and in, leaves it short. It'll bounce out of bounds. Last touched by the Bears. 2.5 left to play here, Jeff. What did the Rams have to do across this final stretch to take the lead into halftime?
Well, for the Rams, it's quite simple. For the Rams, it's actually quite simple. They just need to keep spreading the ball around, like I've been saying all night, really all season. If the Rams play their game, they're a tough team to beat. They're unbeatable, actually. Just keep swinging it around, keep getting each other good open looks, and just stay aggressive.
Offensive foul there. Elijah Spalding, that's going to be his third personal foul. And that's somebody you don't want to see in foul trouble, especially with the injured DeAnthony Heathcock. Spalding not happy with that one. With 2:16 left to play here in the first half. Ty Briscoe stepping up for a couple of free throws. First one up and good. Thomas Woods, another player here with 3 personal fouls, checking back into this one for Spalding. I believe we have our technical issues set aside. Let's check back in downstairs with our Kendall Smith on a health update on DeAnthony Heathcock. Kendall?
Hey, Kate, so sorry about those technical difficulties there. Yeah, I just saw DeAnthony Heathcock head into the locker room a few minutes ago after he came down on that monster dunk a little bit earlier in the game. He was grabbing his knee, and I can confirm that when he walked to the locker room, he wasn't receiving any assistance, and he was moving around his knee as he walked. Now, Kate, just a couple minutes after he went into the locker room, he came back out, in which a Truett McConnell player asked him, "Are you doing okay?" And he gave him a thumbs up. He is still sitting at the trainer's table right now. He's actually putting a brace on his knee as we speak. I don't have any information about his return to the game as of right now, but we will keep you updated. Cade, back to you.
Thank you, Kendall. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first half. Thomas Woods shaking up there defensively on the stop. He appears to be okay, getting up under his own power and staying into the game. Inbounds pass to go to Cory Benton. Now back up top to Dawson. Now left side to Woods. Pulls up from 3, left it short outside. Brought down by Kelly. Kelly to Briscoe now with under 2 minutes to play. 35-29 our score. Columbia International leading this one over Truett McConnell. Kelly defended by Brinson, trying to find an open teammate. He does, and E.J. Smith at the elbow. Foul on the inside, and that's not the call you want to see. Thomas Woods whistled now for his 4th personal foul on the inside here with 1:42 to play in the first half, Jeff. With DeAnthony Heathcock's injury, Elijah Spalding with 3 fouls on the bench. How big of an impact is that with Woods picking up his 4th personal here still in the first half?
We have 1:42 left to go in the first half, and now Woods has to come out, and he's been playing well, been hustling. But he's really one of the only bigger guys that have left to go against Enoch or Frankie. He's a very big guy. He's got great touch around the basket, so that will not be an easy assignment. So you got to wonder what Coach Stockman is going to do here in this situation, as the bench, at least at the big position, has been depleted. So we'll keep our eye on that and just see how he responds to that.
Oates drives inside, reverse layup, up and in with the right hand, and that puts the fans in the stands on their feet, and the Rams up by 7. Timeout taken by Tony Stockman. 1:24 left to play here in the first half. 37-30, our score in this one. Jeff, I'll ask you here, obviously 1.5 minutes before halftime. You mentioned the foul trouble to a lot of the bigs, especially affecting the depth on the bench. How effective could small ball be for Tony Stockman's squad?
It could be very effective for the squad, but in that same instance, you have to be able to get stops. If you're going down trading baskets, going back and forth, and letting the big guy get going, that could be very dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Stockman went to his young big Kendrick, as he is a freshman, but is very capable of coming in and giving him some good minutes. So don't be surprised if we see a move to him just to finish out the half strong.
37-30, our score. 1:24 left to play here in the first half. Columbia International leading Truett McConnell. The Bears will have the inbounds coming out of the timeout. It'll go to E.J. Smith, and he'll dish it back to Marlon Allen to work his way up the floor. Full court man-to-man here as Allen, defended by Benton, gets a screen from Frankie. Benton's able to get around it. Gives way to Briscoe, defended by Oates, standing at the top of the key. 68 seconds away from halftime. Briscoe, the freshman, drives inside, kicks it back outside. Brent Kelly from the left wing. He got it. Brent Kelly shooting 31% from outside this season, connects there and cuts the Rams' lead to 4. Marlon Allen, 30 seconds left in this one. About an 8-second differential between shot clock and game clock. It won't matter, though, as E.J. Smith can't connect from outside. That turns off the shot clock, leaves 20 seconds and counting on the game clock for the Rams, as Skylar McKinney stands on the left wing, holding for the last shot here. He gives way to Cory Benton, the senior, the all-time leading scorer for CIU. 7 seconds on the game clock now. He's going to hold for the last shot, defended by Brent Kelly. Crosses over, pull up, straight away off the left side. Rebounded by Allen to close out the first half. What an exciting first half that was. 37-33, our score. Columbia International leading this one. Looking at point totals here, Darien Oates leads, or rather, Skylar McKinney leads the Rams with 9 points. Oates with a close second of 8 points. Cory Benton adding 5, and Spalding with 7 points, but more importantly, 3 personal fouls. On the flip side for Truett McConnell, we see Ty Briscoe, the freshman, leading the way with 7 points. We'll take a brief break. When we come back, we'll hear from our Kendall Smith as she sits down with the Rams head coach, Tony Stockman, right here on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, we're going to go into our Kendall Smith here, talking with head coach Tony Stockman. Kendall?
All right, Coach, you're up 4 at the half. What's your message to the team heading into the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, I think our body language was bad at going into halftime, but we're winning. And it doesn't matter how much you win by. So we're winning. We got the lead. We're doing some good things. I mean, 33 points is not too much. I think we just got to shoot with confidence. We're getting some open shots because they're doubling Cory. We just got to take our time and knock them down.
What do you like about your team's play in the first half?
I thought we started out great on defense, locked in, focused. I thought they did a great job of that. Later on, we got the foul a little bit too much, so hopefully we can start this half playing the same defense we started the game with.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you, Cade.
Thank you, Kendall, and that rounds out the first half of action here. We're 8 minutes away from the second half here, 37-33. Our score will be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network.
Where's the
Back here for second half action on the CIU Sports Network, coming out of the locker rooms, Columbia International leading Truett McConnell 37-33. Hello everyone, Kay Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain here in the booth with you. Kendall Smith down courtside with us today. Kicking off the second half here, it'll be Bears basketball as Ty Briscoe works his way up against Brandon Doss. Crosses over, standing near the top of the key. He goes into the left corner, now to the left block. That's Enoka Franklin. Frankie's bucket will rattle out. Still struggling offensively is the AAC Men's Player of the Week, just with 5 points here today.
And you know, Cade, the reason why he is struggling is because the Rams are doing a great job defensively on him. You see defenders attached to his hip at all times. Elijah Spalding using his long reach to really disrupt his shot, and that's him messing with him all night.
One big thing we're going to have to keep a watch on here. Spalding pulls up from three. He got it, the big man from downtown. Puts CIU up by 7 here with 19 minutes left to play. One quick thing to note, while Spalding just connected there from 3, 3 is a consistent number. He also has 3 personal fouls.
Make that 4.
Tough call there as Elijah Spalding picks up his 4th personal foul, just as I was speaking about it. And that puts CIU, the 9th-ranked team in the nation, in a tight spot. You've got Spalding now with 4 fouls. Thomas Woods with 4 fouls. 2 big-time players underneath in foul trouble, not to mention they're in the first half. Briscoe connects from the right wing for Truett McConnell to respond. There in the first half, we also saw DeAnthony Heathcock go down with a knee injury, able to rehab back, and he's now sitting at the scorer's table as we speak, set to check back into the game for the first time since that injury. Darien Oates lays it up and in here with 18:33 left to play. 42-36 our score. Briscoe working on McKinney. Drives in the left lane. Doss whistle for the foul. I may disagree with that one. It's not my call, but I thought Doss might have just poked away with the ball. Referee says he grabbed a wrist or two. 42-36. Our score, rather, as Spalding will step aside with 10 points and 4 fouls. DeAnthony Heathcock, the freshman from Cartersville, Georgia, checking back into this one. He does have a brace on that left knee. Go inside to Frankie. Double teamed in the paint. Not a problem for him. He lays it up and in over both Heathcock and Cory Benton.
And with a guy like Frankie, he's so big and strong, he does his work early to get position. So when he does catch, it's too late. Whatever you do, it just won't work. He can just stand up and shoot over you with his length.
Frankie drives the lane, leaves it short, but will draw contact there as Darien Oates is going to be whistled for the personal foul. That's going to be his 2nd. Enoka Franklin, you look back last week, what a week he had. Not only did he get AAC Men's Player of the Week honors, but also posted a 48-point game against Milligan. First free throw up and good for the Cameroon native, 6'7" junior. 18 minutes, 1 second left to play here in the ballgame.
So, Cade, so what you're telling me is that we have 2 48-point scorers in this game?
You mentioned that. Not only did Frankie score 48 last week, but Cory Benton, the last time these two teams met on December the 2nd, 2020, Cory Benton posted a career-high 48 points in the double overtime loss. That is also was the single game scoring record in CIU history.
Yes, he beat the previous record by, I believe, 10 points.
McKinney drives in the lane. He's hit hard. Enoka Franklin picking up the personal foul there. That's going to be his first for the big man in the middle. 42-40 our score, 17 minutes, 42 seconds left here in the regular season. Benton from 3 in the corner. Cory got it from the right corner, and that puts CIU up by 5 here with 17.5 left to play. Ooh. Hard screen there on Oates, so it's going to be 5-on-4. In the corner is Briscoe from 3 for Truett McConnell, leaves it short, grabs his own offensive board, pokes it out to Kelly. All 5 Rams defenders have recovered there after Oates took the hard screen. Briscoe stands left side. They go inside to Frankie. Heathcock left him open on the screen, and that's not a player you want to leave open on the block.
No, not at all. And like I said before, he just caught the ball at point-blank range, and that's way too easy for him. He's an all-conference big that can score at a very high rate. So if you're the Rams, you might want to start sending 2 at him and make somebody else beat you.
Doss too strong on the three-point attempt. Cory Benton in there on the rebound, but Kelly pokes it away and comes away with it, and Truett McConnell's in motion. Briscoe across the way to Marlon Allen, a far right wing 3, rattles out. He's there for the offensive board. McKinney pokes away his dribble. Now they're going to go left corner, left side. Briscoe drives in right hand, throws up a runner from the free throw line about 10 feet out and lays it in. We have a 1-point ball game here in Columbia. 45-44 our score. Cory Benton just 5 points today. He pulls up from 3. That one off the mark. Brought down by Frankie. Now headed the other way is Briscoe, defended by Benton. Briscoe stolen away by Cory Benton now. Headed the other way, and a transition foul there as Ty Briscoe whistled for his second personal now.
And for the folks at home wondering how Cory Benton is such a good elite scorer, his father, Jason Benton, played at Clark State in 1989, where he averaged 30 points per game. And his brother also played Division I basketball, was an elite scorer. So as you can see in the Benton family, there's an elite scoring trio right there.
Cory this year averaging 25.2 points per game. That leads the AAC by 3 points. That's just how elite he's been this year. Oates drives in, lays it up, and he gets the bucket to fall. The lead is back to 3.
And Cade, you got to imagine that Cory Benton must be a lock for player of the year for the conference this year.
A senior from Columbus, Ohio, and obviously with COVID-19 implications, could return for another season of eligibility. Not sure on his intentions just yet. On the other end, Heathcock blocks a shot off the backboard as Xavier Latore tried driving in on the left baseline. Last touched out of bounds by the Bears.
And Cade, Heathcock is giving the Rams great minutes right here. I know he's wincing in pain on that bad left knee, but he's battling through it, trying to be a force on the defensive end, and really just pick up the Rams, be that spark that they needed so desperately.
Benton up and around with the reverse lay-in. The lead back to 5 for Columbia International here with just over 15 minutes left in regulation in the regular season. Marlon Allen drives in. He's stopped at the post by McKinney. Briscoe stands in the corner, pulls up for a 3 in the face of Brinson, left it short. But Jared Bomber's there for the recovery on the offensive board, but he has it stripped away by Heathcock. Oates headed the other way now. Keeps it himself. Reverse, right hand, good from Darien Oates. With 14:45 left on the game clock, our score 51-44, Columbia International.
Darien Oates has been huge for the Rams today, just scoring in a variety of ways. And on top of that, playing great defense, really helping to limit the Truett McConnell baskets.
Oates has a team-high 14 points. Shot off the mark, brought down by Brinson. They're headed the other way. Rim rocker by DeAnthony Heathcock on the alley-oop. Slam it home. DeAnthony Heathcock puts the Rams up by 9. And we're going to see a timeout taken here by Truett McConnell. Holy Toledo. The freshman slams it home, and he puts the Rams up by 9 here with just over 14 minutes left to play. Jeff, it seems like this CIU offense, while they're playing somewhat of a smaller game here with Spalding and Woods in foul trouble, they're seeming to get things clicking here at the early start of the second half.
Yeah, for sure. You see them getting out, getting great stops on defense, and then turning around and running on offense, being very unselfish. Everybody on the court touching the ball for the Rams. Getting the best possible look, and as you can see there, that just so happened to be a monstrous dunk at the rim.
14 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in regulation. 53-44 our score. Columbia International leading Truett McConnell, but this thing's not over yet, especially when you look back the last time these two teams faced off. They didn't just call it quits when the buzzer sounded at 0 at the end of the second half. No, they went for not 1 but 2 extra overtimes before Truett McConnell put it away with a 110-108 victory where, like we mentioned, Cory Benton set the single-game Columbia International scoring record with 48 points. A 9-point lead here for Tony Stockman's squad coming out of the timeout. It'll be Bears basketball here on the near sideline. (53-44) our score. We'll check in with our Kendall Smith here in moments. Xavier Latore tosses in this one. Drew McConnell trailing by 9. E.J. Smith sitting at the top of the key, defended by Benton. He's going to go to the high elbow. That's Latore. Swings it crossway to Kelly. Drives in, right hand from the mid post. Got it. 53-46 our score. A 7-point lead now for Columbia International. Brinson will bring it across the center court logo. Thomas Woods back into the game for Columbia International. He's got to be careful. He has 4 fouls. One more and his day is done. Brinson to Benton as he stands at the left elbow. He's going to back out to 3-point range. 8 seconds on the shot clock here. Benton working on Allen. Now gives way to Oates. Puts up a mid-range jumper. Got it! Darien Oates now with 16 points. He's leading the Rams in this one. That's also a game high. 16 points between the two squads. Over the top rainbow pass to Frankie. Fakes out his defenders. Lays it up and in is Enoka Franklin. 55-48 our score. Benton drives in. Try kicking out to Heathcock. Defenders there intercept it as Brent Kelly now head the other way. Kelly goes left wing. 3-point shot from Latore. Way off the mark. Brought down by Oates. Oates to Brinson now on the left wing. 12:38 left to play here in the first half. 55-48 our score. Benton pulls up from deep 3. Too strong off the back iron. Brought down by E.J. Smith. Brent Kelly defended by Oates. Step back, jumper a long 2 from Allen. Off the mark. Cory Benton there to corral it. Oates from the left wing for 3. Left it short. Allen there to grab the rebound. E.J. Smith now from the left wing for Truett McConnell. Can't get the lucky bounce. It'll rattle out. Latore's there for the offensive board. Passes to no one. And Darien Oates comes away with it. Spalding and Bryce Causey set to check in at the scores table here in moments, as well as Brandon Doss for Columbia International to slow things down. 11:44 left to play here in regulation. A 7-point ball game, 55-48 our score. Brinson swings it right side, keeps it himself, drives up with the right hand, off the glass and in for Jalen Brinson. We've got a timeout taken by Tony Stockman's squad for CIU. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in regulation. 57-48 our score in this one. Before we get out of here, let's go down to the sidelines to check in with our Kendall Smith. Kendall?
Yeah, Cade, you want to talk about a momentum changer in tonight's game. D'Anthony Heathcock's slam jam really did just that a few minutes ago when he nailed that shot. The team went into a timeout, and Coach Stockman was speaking with his assistants during the timeout, not even with the team, but no fear because Jalen Brinson was dancing to jump around, leading the vibes. A great time down here for the team. It was definitely fun to watch. I felt like I was at the University of Wisconsin watching Badger fans jump around before the third quarter of their game. So, Cade, really, really good vibes down here, and I think that all kind of kicked off with D'Anthony Heathcock's major momentum turner down here. Cade, up to you.
Thanks, Kendall. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in regulation. 57-48 our score. Cade Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain in the booth, our Kendall Smith down on the sidelines. Kelly stopped the right block, gives way to Smith, throws up the right-handed running jumper from about 6 feet out. The lead down to 7 here with just over 11 minutes to play. New faces in new places here. Bryce Causey, Elijah Spalding, and Brandon Doss checking into the game for Columbia International following the timeout. Standing on the right wing, Cory Benton now to a wide open right corner as Brandon Doss rattles in the 3-point shot. And that puts the Rams up by 10. 60-50 our score. 10:45 left to play. Over the top to Frankie, another teardrop rainbow pass. And one thing we see right there, Jeff, Elijah Spalding with now 4 personal fouls. Really couldn't defend Frankie probably the way he would have wanted to.
Yeah, he's being a little bit hesitant right now, trying his best not to foul, because I understand he's got 4 fouls right now. He does not want to foul out. That would leave the Rams with really only one playing big left. But you still can't give Frankie that easy of a catch and shoot. He's a veteran out there, and that's just way too easy of a shot. You got to make his life a little bit more difficult.
Brent Kelly whistled for the foul there, and Bryce Causey stepping out of bounds on the inbounds. So 10:23 left to play here in the first half. 60-52 our score. E.J. Smith standing on the left wing. Swings it back to the top of the key. Brent Kelly looked at the straightaway 3. Leaves it off the left side. Brought down by Spalding. And now Doss is going to bring it up the floor with 10 minutes on the game clock. Pulls up from 3. Shooter got it. Brandon Doss, the junior from Cincinnati, Ohio, connects from the left side to put the Rams up by 11. The largest lead they've had in this one. Kelly working on Benton, drives in right hand, lays it up, leaves it short. Frankie tried poking it away, but Causey comes away with the rebound for the Rams. Bryce drives inside.
And fake by Causey, can't finish, but Thomas Woods right there on the putback for the Rams.
9:28 left to play here in the first half. 65-52 our score. E.J. Smith give away to Briscoe, defended by Doss. They stand on the right wing. Spencer Smith working his way up to the top. He'll catch the pass. Now swing it back over to E.J. Smith. Back to Smith. Smith to Smith to Smith. If you can keep up with that at home. Spencer Smith, nonetheless, drives inside in the paint. Turnaround jumper good for the senior from Cumming, Georgia. $8:56 left to play here in the ball game. 65-54 our score. Causey now will swing it right side to Doss. Trying to go inside to Cory Benton. He's going to be defended there by Kelly. Doss keeps it outside from 3. Left it short. Frankie's there for the rebound, his 5th of the contest. Briscoe now on the other end for Truett McConnell. 3-pointer too strong from the right corner. Putback is there from Spencer Smith. Now with 6 points in the contest as Doss went to drive inside. He's going to draw contact from Ty Briscoe. It's going to be Briscoe's 3rd personal foul. A tough guard to lose to foul trouble for Truett McConnell. Briscoe will stay into the game. I do correct myself there as Brent Kelly and E.J. Smith will step aside. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left here in regulation. Rams leading by 9, 65-56. Darien Oates holds it on the right side. He's got a team high and game high 16 points. Oates trying to find an open teammate. He finds Skylar McKinney at the top of the key. And Skylar's going to be whistled for the travel. So it'll be a turnover there. Spencer Smith will take the inbounds pass, give it away to Briscoe. Briscoe's going to work his way up the floor on Doss. Your 5 Rams on the floor: Doss, Causey, Oates, Spalding, and McKinney. Doss thought he got a push off there from Briscoe. Briscoe to Spencer Smith from the right side. Left the 3-pointer short. Brandon Doss is there for the rebound. He's trapped in the corner. Timeout taken from Doss in the corner. Timeout CIU. 7:47 left here in regulation. 65-56 our score. Columbia International leading Truett McConnell. We'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, Kate Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain here with you in the booth. Down on the courtside sidelines is our Kendall Smith. 7:47 left to play here in the ball game. 65-56 our score. Coming out of the timeout, Columbia International leading Truett McConnell. Your 5 Rams coming out of the timeout. Oates, Brinson, McKinney, Doss, and Spalding. Jeff, what are you looking for here from the CIU offense?
Just to continue to move the ball around, try to eat up clock a little bit, just try to run it down just a tad bit, keep getting guys open like I stated, and just keep attacking the rim. Ooh.
Spalding went to slam it home, but he's going to be whistled.
That is his 5th foul. A play that should have been a highlight poster N1 is now his 5th foul, and he is done for the night.
That is a tough loss there for Elijah Spalding, as he's called for his 5th personal foul, and his day is done.
Okay, times like this, don't you wish that you had a challenge under your belt that you could use?
You always wish there was a red hanky in basketball, but unfortunately they leave that to the football coaches. Nonetheless, Elijah Spalding's day is done. 10 points and 5 rebounds for the senior from Lynchburg, Virginia. In his place steps in DeAnthony Heathcott. 7 minutes, 9 seconds left to play. They're going to have to play it without one of their best centers and the conference's best shooter by percentage. Briscoe drives up and in. Shot good as he'll draw the N1. Brandon Doss whistled for now his 2nd personal foul. And Ty Briscoe, the freshman from Augusta, Georgia, has a chance to cut this lead of the Rams down to 6 with just under 7 minutes to play. Cory Benton checks back in here for Doss. Cory Benton, obviously the lone senior member on this team from Columbus, Ohio. What a career he's had. You have to recognize that. The all-time leading scorer, the 2nd 1,000-point scorer in CIU men's basketball history. He is 2nd all-time in assists, 3rd all-time in rebounds. And Jeff, I will give credit where credit is due as McKinney connects from the right corner. While Cory Benton sits 3rd all-time in rebounds, I know a guy that sits in 2nd place.
That is true. I was lucky enough to snag a couple of rebounds during my time here at CIU. But I'm not in 1st. I am in blocks, but not in rebounds.
Shot off the mark there. Rebounded, now kicked out to Briscoe. They try going into Allen, but it'll be off his fingertips. As Enoka Frankie, the junior from Cameroon, Africa, checks back into this one for Corey Seitz. Jeff, one thing I would like to mention to highlight you here on the broadcast. Recently, obviously, a CIU grad. You've been in this program. Now moving on to the professional level, signing a semi-pro contract with the Florence Wildcats. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. I definitely do appreciate it, and I'm just glad to be able to still step on the court. All glory goes to God in that regard, and just still be able to play even after college. Ooh, beautiful
crosses
crossover.
Over inside, fouled on the floor. Jeff, I will say I was a baller back in my day, so anytime you need any tips or tricks, you can come call on me.
I will definitely call you next time I'm definitely working out and I get stumped on some moves.
All jokes aside here, 68-58 our score, 5:46 left to play. 18 seconds stay on the shot clock as Brinson takes the inbounds, kicks it to Cory Benton on the left side, tries crossing over. R.J. Bryant, step back 3, too strong off the back iron. And we've got a foul there on Cory Benton. Not sure what the foul there was. I was watching the rebound. Jeff, did you see what the foul was? That's a maneuver there from the referee, laying 2 hands straight out.
He might be insinuating he might have kicked his leg out possibly. Trying to sell that call. I'm not quite sure, though.
That's a call I've never seen before. Nonetheless, Cory Benton with just his 1st personal foul. Briscoe tries driving inside. He's going to be fouled by Jalen Brinson.
You're starting to see the frustration on the coaching staff for the Rams, especially in Tony Stockman, because it seems like the Rams are getting hit and fouled on the other end, but then they come down and they get a foul call on them, especially when Truett McConnell players are pushing off. So a very tough place to be in as we get yet another foul call.
Ty Briscoe injured there on the landing. Jalen Brenson's going to be the guilty party, whistled for his second personal foul. Ty Briscoe able to get up and walk under his own power to the free throw line. You can tell he's in some pain, but appears to be able to continue competition. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the ball game. 68-58 our score. Briscoe, an 80% shooter on the season from the charity stripe. That one rattles in and out. Briscoe in this one has 14. The last time these two squads met back in December, as he connects the second free throw, posted a team-high 26 points. He'll step aside here as Brent Kelly, a sophomore from Gainesville, Georgia, checks into the contest.
We see a press here by Truett McConnell trying to slow down the Rams, either force some turnovers or just to eat up the shot clock. As we see, the shot clock's already at 20 as they just cross half court.
Jalen Brinson is standing left side, kicks it to Cory Benton standing in the left corner. 10 on the shot clock now. Skylar McKinney from three, left it short. Heathcock wanted to go for the board, has to stay out of foul trouble, and Frankie will come away with it. Heathcock doesn't have any fouls, but the Rams have just lost too much to foul trouble here early on. Heathcock pushes that rebound out, and Brinson comes away with it, and it's 3-on-2 as McKinney goes up to Heathcock. Tried going for the alley-oop, kicks it back outside of McKinney off the back iron.
Okay, the Rams have to be careful throwing too many oops to number 13. Sorry, I forgot his name.
Heathcock.
They have to be careful throwing too many oops to Heathcock because he's already playing with one leg essentially, and that's your only big. Elijah Spalding fouled out a couple minutes ago, so you have to be careful not to hurt your own big trying to make the highlight play.
Cory Benton connects in the lane on the other end. Another teardrop rainbow pass there to Frankie. And the Rams looked to come away with it, but Benton couldn't quite hold on to it, as Xavier Latore will make them pay for it and cut the lead to 7 here. A timeout taken by Truett McConnell. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left here in regulation in the regular season. 70-63 our score. Columbia International leading Truett McConnell. Will be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, Kay Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain here with you in the booth. Kendall Smith down courtside for us today. 70-63 our score coming out of the timeout. Columbia International leading Truett McConnell here by 7 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the ball game. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be CIU basketball. Brendan Doss will take the inbounds. It'll go to Cory Benton. The senior from Columbus, Ohio, will work his way up the floor. The Rams leading by 7. Cory with 12 points here today gives way to McKinney. Now Doss will swing it back right side. Back into the hands of Cory Benton. At the straightaway, moving now left side to McKinney, standing on the left wing. McKinney, crossover, into the lane, up, and the right hand rattles out. McKinney's there for the putback and one. And Skylar McKinney, the first one won't fall, but he'll take the second chance points plus a free throw here with 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to play. 72-63 our score. Skylar McKinney, an 80% shooter from the charity stripe this season, sinks the and one free throw. Of note, just because I do enjoy the statistics, Skylar McKinney, Jeff, shooting 80.6% this season from the free throw line. That is second best in the conference. The only person shooting better than him, his teammate, Cory Benton, who is 80.7%. 0.1% better separate those two teammates at the top of the conference for free throw shooting.
And, Cade, that's just a testament to how hard these guys work day in and day out. They shoot countless free throws in practice under Coach Stockman and work on countless defensive drills. As you see, they just got a clutch steal right there by Brandon Doss. So this is a well-coached team, and they work very hard.
Following the steal, Enoka Frankie the AAC's men's basketball player of the week, picking up his second personal foul. He's already got 15 points in this one, had a quiet first half. He's came on strong here late, shooting 6 of 8 from the field and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And that'll be the 7th team foul there from Frankie. Ty Briscoe checks in here for R.J. Bryan and Truett McConnell. That sends Brandon Doss to the line. 65% shooter from the charity stripe this season, coming off a career-high 20-point game versus St. Andrews this past Monday night. He connects on that one. He's now in double digits with 10 points with another free throw guaranteed.
Now, Cade, you really do have to hand it to the Rams here, assuming that they close out this final 2:55 with solid defense and just continue to score on offense. But they definitely face some adversity here in this game. Got a big lead early. Let Truett McConnell come back. And then essentially losing your big, and then your backup big getting hurt. Still playing through, luckily for the team, but still hurt nonetheless. But that just shows the resilience of this team, how hard they all play together, play hard for the coach, and they realize that the future is very bright for them and that they could end up being national champions at the end of this year.
2:44 left to play here in regulation in the regular season finale for these two squads. Looking ahead to the AAC tournament, Columbia International sitting in those top 4 seeds regardless of tonight's outcome. They will get an automatic bye to the conference tournament's home in Kingsport, Tennessee. On the flip side for Truett McConnell, 9-17 overall in the season, not including tonight's game, 6-14 in the conference coming into this one. They stand 11th in the conference standings. Really struggling on the road this year for Truett McConnell, 2-9 on the road this season. 2:44 left to play here in the second half. In the regular season finale, Columbia International leading Truett McConnell 75-63. Your 5 Rams coming out of the timeout: Heathcock, McKinney, Doss, Benton, and Oates. On the flip side for Truett McConnell, we see Brent Kelly, Frankie, E.J. Smith, Ty Briscoe, and Marlon Allen. The inbounds will go to Truett McConnell. Inbounds will go to Kelly. They try going inside to Frankie. He's going to be defended there by Heathcock. Frankie's going to back him in, but it's going to be stolen away by Skylar McKinney. Moving up the floor here is Doss. Up top to Heathcock with the rim rocker. DeAnthony Heathcock slams it home with 2:25 left to play in this one, and he puts the Rams up 77-63. Kelly driving in the paint, nearly lost his handle on it. They'll go inside to Frankie, who shook his defenders, lays it up and in. Enoka Frankie now with 17 points in today's contest. That's a team high for Truett McConnell, and now a game high for both squads. 2 minutes left to play in regulation. 77-65 our score. 1:51 left to play. Cory Benton from the left corner. Off the mark. Heathcock there for the rebound. Put back left short. Second chance is there. DeAnthony Heathcock now with 6 points for the Rams. One thing to note here, Jeff, we see DeAnthony Heathcock playing defense in front of Frankie as E.J. Smith connects on the three-point shot. But I do want to touch on that there. Heathcock, very smart defensively, and he's making them go into Frankie over the top.
Yes, definitely, and what we call that is a full front. He basically sitting on the knees of the offensive opponent. Frankie forcing a lob over the top so there's no easy post entry, really making him work for position. And when Truett McConnell does lob it over the top, there is supposed to be backside help where that pass is either intercepted or very difficult to go up and score, causing a kick out. So great defensive game planning there by Coach Stockman and the Rams.
Ty Briscoe will step aside here for Truett McConnell. Bosco Norman, the freshman from Flowery Branch, Georgia, checking back into the contest here as Doss's free throw is off the mark. 79-68 our score. Brent Kelly drives in, right hand, keeps himself coast to coast. Timeout taken by Truett McConnell. 68 seconds left in game time. 79-70 our score. Columbia International leading this one. Jeff, 68 seconds on the game clock. What can the Rams do to put this one away up by 9?
I think it's pretty simple. Just keep doing what you've been doing this entire game, really this entire half. Keep swinging the ball, getting people open in the corners, and whenever the defense overcommits, just keep attacking inside. This half, they've definitely had an advantage on the inside, on the offensive end, definitely. And look for them to just continue to do that and try to ice the game here with a couple free throws coming up.
1 minute, 8 seconds left here on the game clock, 79-70. Our score here on this Wednesday evening. Stay tuned in our post game as we'll send it down to our Kendall Smith to check in with Rams head coach Tony Stockman to look ahead to the AAC tournament coming up next week, and obviously to recap this game. 79-70 our score, 9-point lead for the 9th ranked team in the country, Columbia International. Coming out of the timeout, your 5 Rams, same as before, Heathcock, McKinney, Oates, Cory Benton, and Brandon Doss come out of the timeout for the blue and gold. 1 minute, 8 seconds left on our game clock before we wrap this one up and put a bow on the 2020 and 2021 regular season. Cory Benton will take the inbounds, the talented senior, and Truett McConnell trying to foul here. Oates is able to escape, kick it back to Skylar McKinney. Cory Benton now working his way through the defense, and Truett McConnell just trying to catch a foul here. Boy, that was a tough break there. Finally, we see Bosco Norman whistled for the personal foul, but wow, Jeff, that took almost 17 seconds off the game clock. Terrific ball movement from the Rams as now Cory Benton will go for a 1-and-1 opportunity. His first free throw is up and good. He stays consistent with a conference leading 80.7% from the free throw line this year. What a play there for the CIU offense. On the ball movement, they're keeping the ball away and really keeping the clock running.
Yeah, and great by the guards. Just stay strong with the basketball. I thought they got hit and fouled a couple of times during that sequence, but nonetheless, they definitely stayed strong, got the ball past half court, and knocked in some clutch free throws.
Top of the key 3 from Marlon Allen. Left that one short. Frankie knocks that one back outside. Now to the corner is Bosco Norman. He drives the baseline, lays it up and in reverse with the left hand. 81-70 our score now. 72 rather. 30 seconds left. Clock will stop as Cory Benton will draw the foul from E.J. Smith. It's going to be just his second personal here. We're going to see Agni Baji, the senior from Senegal, check in for Truett McConnell in moments. Cory Benton at the free throw line here. Up and good. Now 4 for 4 in today's game. I think one interesting fact I do want to throw in here is we do see Agni Baji, number 10, for Truett McConnell step onto the floor. He is a native of Senegal, can speak 4 languages fluently. Incredible, incredible. 82-72 our score. Cory Benton steps in with his second free throw, connects, and that puts the Rams up by 11 with 30 seconds remaining. Roughly a 1 second differential, if that, between game clock and shot clock as we close this one out. Bosco Norman crosses midcourt here, closing out the regular season for Truett McConnell. He drives in, lays it up with the left hand to get the score. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds left here in the contest. Cory Benton to Oates, and that'll dribble this one out. And the Rams will close out the regular season, and the ball will rest into the hands of the lone senior for the Rams, Cory Benton. A fitting way to end the year with a win over Truett McConnell. Final score here in Columbia. Columbia International 83, Truett McConnell 74. Jeff, what were your thoughts on tonight's win as the Rams get some momentum heading into the conference tournament next week in Kingsport, Tennessee?
This was just a great team win. Definitely hard fought, much deserved win for the Rams. Like I said before, they faced a ton of adversity, and they got punched in the mouth a couple times, but they responded back with some huge blows of their own, and now they're looking happy in that number 2 spot heading into the conference playoffs. And you got to feel like this team's got a chance to really win it all this year.
We'll send it down to our Kendall Smith in moments as she'll sit down with head coach Tony Stockman of the Rams to look back at this win and also look ahead to the conference tournament. Looking at your stat sheet here in the postgame, leading the way for Columbia International tonight, Darien Oates, 18 points for the sophomore from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Cory Benton added 16, Skylar McKinney with 15, and Brandon Doss 11. And Elijah Spalding with 10 to round out your leading scorers for Columbia International. On the flip side for Truett McConnell, Enoka Frankie, the AAC's Men's Basketball Player of the Week, led the way once again for the Bears after a slow start. He finished with 17 points, and the talented freshman Ty Briscoe wrapped it up with 15 of his own. We'll head down to the sideline in just moments to speak with head coach Tony Stockman. Once again, a talented win here and a big-time win over Truett McConnell. Final score 83-74. Our score. And with the win, Columbia International improves to 14-6 on the year, 13-6 in the AAC, continuing to have strong year after year under head coach Tony Stockman. And an appreciative moment here as senior Cory Benton will walk off this floor for the final time here tonight in a blue and gold uniform in his senior season. What a career he's had. The all-time leading scorer in program history, not to mention second all-time in assists, third all-time in rebounds, and just the second player in school history to score 1,000 points. So incredible career comes to a close here tonight for Cory Benton. Let's head down to our Kendall Smith here as she's here with head coach Tony Stockman. Kendall?
Coach, congrats on the win tonight. Thoughts on the game?
I thought our guys did great in the second half. This was our third game in 5 days, and in the season, it's a tough mentally. So I thought they did a great job. Like I said, I thought we came out great early, had a little lapse in that, but I thought we finished really strong, focused in, made the play, shared the ball. Thought we did a great job.
Obviously a really special night for your seniors, their last regular season game in their careers. Talk about your seniors' leadership throughout this season, obviously in an unprecedented time with the COVID-19 pandemic. How proud are you of them and how they've handled everything?
Yeah, Cory, we're our lone senior, allows you in there too, but Cory did a great job of just, pushing the whole time, keeping us focused on what the goals were. And then enjoying basketball. I think that's the biggest thing that we kind of got to understand, and he was a good part of that, is basketball should be fun, and we getting a chance to play it. When we do, don't take it for granted and enjoy it. It's a game. What's
the mindset heading into the conference tournament?
Just to heal up, get ready to go. We put together a great season, so really proud of them already. And then hopefully we can just be ready to play our best basketball at the right time.
All right, thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kendall, and we'll speak here in moments once again with your player of the game, Darien Oates, leading the Rams with 18 points today. That is a new career high for him. Let's go back to the sidelines for Kendall with Darien Oates. Kendall.
All right, we are here with Darien Oates. Darien, congratulations on your player of the game accolades. How did it feel out there tonight?
It felt great. Coach really, he instilled confidence in me and just told me to go play.
Yeah, absolutely. And heading into this conference tournament, what's kind of your mindset? How are you feeling heading into things as you end off the regular season on a high note with a win?
We're feeling great right now. We're in a rhythm, and we're just going to continue to play hard and play together.
All right, well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, back up to you, Cade.
Thanks, Kendall. And as we close out our post-game show, Kendall will sit down with the all-time leading scorer in CIU history and the lone senior here honored tonight, Cory Benton. Kendall?
All right, Cory, so you were honored before tonight's game. Your parents were here at the game. You finished your senior regular season with a win. Talk about your emotions from tonight and just how it feels to be a senior on this CIU basketball team.
It's great. I love my teammates. They picked me up tonight. Wasn't shooting too well from the three or nothing, but they picked me up. I love my guys. These past 3 years been a journey. I'm glad I was able to be a part of this CIU program and help turn it around. So.
If you could describe your experience at CIU playing basketball here in just one word, what would that word be and why?
Sure. It caught me off guard. I can just say it's just been great, honestly. We've been have my ups and downs, but we've been progressing, so it's been great. So it's glad to be here for my senior night with my team and everything. And a win is a win. We got one. So.
Well, Cory, congratulations on being honored before the game. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck heading into the conference tournament.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Cade.
Thank you, Kendall, and that wraps it up for us here in the Moore Fitness Center. Final score once again in Columbia as Columbia International tops Truett McConnell 74. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, and we invite you back here on Saturday as the CIU women's basketball team will host an AAC conference tournament game for the first time in school history. You can stay tuned on social media at CIU Rams on Twitter, as well as on Facebook, Columbia International Athletics, and also online at CIURams.com for game time information. For all of us here at Columbia International, including Kendall Smith on the sidelines, Jeff McElwain on color commentary, I'm Kay Crenshaw. Thank you all for listening tonight. We hope to see you next time, and until then, as always,